Alright guys, it's playtime. One of the workflows you could handle, could have as build your EOS, EndeavourOS, your Carly, your Garuda, ALCI, a riser, and update them from time to time. I just did that. And then clone. From this you always start and you remove everything afterwards. So Garuda clone is what I'm gonna do. So right mouse click clone is what you normally do from this guy. So this is all up to date, and then you clone it. Let's have a look at ArcoLinux tweak tool on Garuda. All right, don't show, bye-bye. And here we are, right? We're on Garuda with its own ideas and choices and packages and decisions. And in the end, you get an ArcoLinux based system and packages and look that has been decided for you, right? The thing is, it's fun to choose all the pieces of the puzzle, basically, and actually make your own puzzle, right? In the end, when you build ArcoLinux up, it really is start from scratch. If you want that sort of thing, oh, that's a wrong thing to do, right? I always forget this update is not the update we want to have. We want to have the sudo pacman -syyuu. And you see already that the ArcoLinux repo is there. To achieve this, you know what to do. You go to ArcoLinux info and you'll find that there is information. If you want to install ArcoLinux tweak tool, you've got to start with a Spices application. So that's already installed, downloaded, clicked, and once it's there, it's finished, right? You never ever use it again. It's there. The pacman conf is telling you that there are 3 repos. So ArcoLinux tweak tool def and normal are at this point in time the same as number 80. So the def is currently on there, so I'm gonna keep the def development git. It's here where I play, and once I decide okay, it's good to go, then it's going to the normal version without the def from development. So if you boot things up, it looks a little bit different. And then you know that at version 80. If you have errors, right, report it on the Discord channel of ArcoLinux. If you have errors because of SDM and you need to read the code, right, the error code, and if you see a hint in there with SDM or cursor or user or theme, and it's probably going to be the fact that SDM, the application is looking for files, is not there. So fix SDM in the terminal until we can wrap our head around it and write it in the code. But this happens occasionally, right? And we have to figure out why that is. So ArcoLinux, the link, ArcoLinux, the link, ALCI, the link, Carly, Ariser, EndeavourOS, Garuda. For these 7, we will do our bit and we'll code for these 7, and later on as in 2023, right, we'll see what we can do for the others. Voila, you got more information, and I'm going to put even more information in it. So once you click on things, then you're going to see some more text. Apply settings. You need to select the desktop first, he says, okay, sure. And then settings saved successfully. So basically what you see up here is here, but sometimes there is no message here, but you do see something there. Actually, it's for me, but also for users who say, look, LightYAM is great on Garuda, but I like to go ahead with SDM. Now, ArcoLinux uses the Plasma way of doing things in the sense that we have 2 files, etc sdm.conf and etc sdm.conf.d folder, and in here the KDE settings. So we're following the Plasma way of doing things. Use button 1 to install and enable SDM. Bam. And it will tell you what it's doing. We installed SDM, we installed the default ArcoLinux SDM Simplicity, the cursor that we need, that's in there, and then we enable everything, and then done. Basically, if you switch these display managers, these login managers, you don't need to log out, you need to restart, because it needs to take effect again. All right. So playing around with these Arch Linux based systems is just fun, and learning about them as well. And there you have it, right? People of ArcoLinux say, oh, I recognize this, so log in, but we have just no other desktop. So if there's just one desktop XFCE, it doesn't show anything up there. And I like this one because it gives you the possibility to add lots of desktops, and you can be able to select it. The Slick Greeter won't. Well, I think it will give you 10 possible desktops, but as you know, we have 28 or more if you want to, and then it doesn't work anymore. So if we say, okay, this is great, but the Arch Linux tweak tool is known for this little bit here. Let's install Awesome. Well, it says here, guys, think about it. The packages, certainly TWM, so tiling window managers, it needs a config. Without a config, it can't work, so you need the ArcoLinux packages. Boom. And you get some more information here. Packages list to install. If there is a conflict, and that's a Pacman thing, we can't do anything about Pacman. That's our package manager. So if in here you say, oh, but I have something that might conflict, you can easily test it out with Ctrl-Alt-T, sudo pacman -s, and then you type whatever you think that might be the conflicting why it can't be installed. But this is, we're on Garuda, this is quite minimal. On ArcoLinux we have more stuff that we add to the list, and here we are building up from very small footprints, let's say, and really the essential things that we really need, otherwise would be in trouble, something like that. On any of these guys, there are 5 things I will check, and that's it. All the rest is for you. So we don't want to have too big a footprint. It's really up to you to do the rest. So what do we get? We got step 1, shortcuts. See that works. So often it's what we call oftenly the sexy hotkey daemon, right? Simple X hotkey daemon. Okay, so that means I need to check super enter, you want to have a terminal. Super shift enter, you want to have a file manager. Super shift D, that's number 4, is it? That's the menu. And 5, you want to exit. Super X, and that's it, right? All the rest is up to you. If we press normally Ctrl-Alt-F is Firefox, and Super F5, it's all programmed, it's all there. But if you haven't installed Melt, this won't boot. Simple as that. So it's up to you to learn at arcolinuxd.com. Go to Awesome, go to PSPWM, check it out. How's the config build up, and change it accordingly. Anyway, you will see fit. And of course here everything works as well, so it doesn't matter what you're on. ArcoLinux tweak tool. I like now to do this from here. If you don't shut it down nicely, you'll get this, and you do it again because there's a lock like the Pacman lock. There can be only one version running, and that's the lock, right? Left WM. Every video has to have left WM, shouldn't it? Should, right? Voila, left WM has been installed. You know what we do with this system. It's visual, it's transparent. That's what I would like to give you with this terminal. Of course, you can go to the Super Shift D and then Arch Linux, but then you won't see anything, right? You don't have the left screen here knowing what's happened to my machine unless you go to the log. There is a log, so you can have a look there, and that's situated in file var log. Everything is here. Everything you want to have a look at, that's here. And here's ArcoLinux ATT, and here are all the logs. Melt it, and you know what it is, right? Melt, compare. Okay. For the rest, it's just playing around, right? It's like going to the shop and say, oh, look, I have SDDM now, and it's possible to auto login. That's great. Auto login. Which session? Left WM. Which theme? Wow, there are more themes. Install the missing ArcoLinux SDDM themes. They are all installed, right? And then we restart it because this thing needs to look at the folder and give me a list again. So new folder, well, old folder, new content, and new choices. Haven't seen futuristic in a while. So if I say don't say auto login, I will see it. Otherwise I won't. And for the rest, apply the SDDM configuration of ArcoLinux, refresh the list, and voila. And enable. So enable here. And if you want to switch back to LightYAM, then it's going to be enable here. Let's log out and see. Voila, that's a new look. Now I haven't tested in previous videos, so that's a test that I've not seen, not done yet. So SDDM theme. The letters, I did not choose the font, right? It's the font from here. Now Yay is not installed, sudo pacman. Okay, all my fingers in the right place. Sudo pacman -s. And I choose. I have lots of Yay things. I have Yay bin, Yay git, you choose, right? You'll see in the future, sometimes the other one is updated and the other one isn't, and that one is working, that isn't. So 3 choices, and Paru, another 3 choices, 6 ways. Basically, Yay, SDDM theme. Very small, I know you can't read it, but here is other stuff, right? The simple colorful SDDM theme, SDDM theme 21, solarized. So there are lots of themes, and I just wanted to take a look. I saw something earlier on in another video. I said I would like to check out that one. So Control C, it had to do something with color, I believe. Multicolor SDDM theme, that was the one. So I tell the guy number 3, go get me a theme, build it, let's hope it works, right? Things that are coming from the AOR are from a person like you and me. He updates it, he makes mistakes, he needs to update it because things have changed, he might be sick, etc., right? So these things may fail. The only thing you can do is ask the developer on the ArcoLinux AOR, please update the package build. But add the please. Let's see. Can I now select it? Is there something in there? New? Yes, I know. I killed you. SDDM. That one. How is this looking? Let's log out. Oh, not bad at all. This is not good. But like the colors, like this, like that, just the drop down, the background color is not that great. With the rest, beautiful. I've got myself a new theme, and it's working all fine. So that's a good test. And of course the same thing can be done with EOS clone. So the same story. You just install EndeavourOS. learn from it. Check out forums, ask questions, learn. And then at some point in time, you master Linux and you say, I can do anything now. Just give me Arch and I'll be happy. In this case, I do see we do need to make the effort to go get the Arch Linux. Well, first the ArcoLinux spices in, because at this point in time it's not on EndeavourOS or on Garuda. Well, it will be there if things are progressing, right? If things are going to get better. This is not the time yet. We're developing. So we download ArcoLinux spices from here. This is a way to get it on there, to get the keys, to get the mirrors, and to ensure that Pacman knows where it is. Simple thing, click a button, say who you are, boom, done. Wait till it says done. Right, done. And we can kill this, kill that, and we go back to an update. And now we have 3 lines more. Sudo Pacman. And I can do anything, but I want to get the tweak tool dev version on this one. And at this point in time, this is what we put in as dependencies. We'll filter out in the future whatever we can. But then we have the Arch Linux tweak tool. We boot up, run LightYM, and SDM is not installed. That's EndeavourOS. So sure, you can say auto login, XFCE, apply settings. That's one thing. But again here, let's say something different now. Qtile, install that one. It's installed. That's what it needs to install to the minimal things that we need. And it's a font, right? It's a font. Doesn't have to do anything with the desktop. Awesome. Qtile, let's do something else. Xmora, there's a lots of Haskell stuff. Let's take i3, install. Voila. How quickly everything is installed, right? But it gives you the possibility, if you restart ATT, it's gonna check again. What did I find on my system? Oh, I've got more, right? So Qtile, apply settings, stop everything, restart. And let's see if Qtile is auto login. If we can auto login into Qtile with LightYM, then switch to SDM and back. And that's what it's supposed to do. Should be possible to do all that. So again, keyboard shortcuts, right? Step number 1, super enter, super shift enter. Okay, it's there. Super shift D, check, and super X, log out. And then we are good to go. Then we can do anything you like. So you see, there's no wallpaper. It's up to you to figure out where it is. Is it nitrogen? Is it Fey? Do I need wallpapers? We did not import any wallpapers from ArcoLinux, right? It's entirely up to you to get your wallpapers. It's such an unimportant thing, but it results in something great. It's simple as that. Okay, so let's boot up again. Tweak tool. Voila. SDM. It's not there. It will be there. If you immediately want to set everything up, fine, then restart ATT. Then he knows, it's there. Then you get all the choices. You're gonna say i3 this time. A little bit. There's still more. So let's install the missing ArcoLinux SDM themes and do something I don't know yet. There was something else I thought, what's that again? Chili, was it chili? Slice I would like to see again. All right, so choices, i3. So auto login, i3, slice, modern. All right, apply. Control X, reboot. And that's the fun, right? It's actually just changing a few things in a file, but oh la la, if you have to program that in Python, a lot of code comes in. Again, key bindings, first check, super, enter. Super shift, enter. Super shift D, a menu. And super X. All there, all present, entirely up to you. What you do with this thing. If you change your bash RC to change and show this, fine, go change it in bash RC. Now, if you load it up, you go down here and add somewhere down here neofetch. Save. Oh, Control Z. No, gone. Neofetch. Control S. Quit. Control Alt T works as well. Ah, I've done it twice now. Okay. Apparently it was there already, or it was not shown, or anyway, it's there twice now. Voila. Control Alt E works, but it's voila, without terminal. It's just the app. You can't see anything, but if everything works fine, it's actually for developing, right? It's not installed. It says boom, installed. That's the fun of the ArcoLinux tweak tool, right? An overview of what's auto started. So if there's nothing, it just means your config auto start is empty. True. Desktop, some fixes. Grub, still to be investigated there. So LightEM is fixed now, since that's the date, 15.5. And we need to take a look at the mirrors of the other guys. So this is our mirror list. Neofetch, that's working. Pacman, that's working. Privacy, gonna be working, I guess. It's just the package that we install. And if you have Firefox, it's gonna work as well. Let's see. So super F2, Firefox. You know, you always have to wait a little bit before it shows, but it's there. SDM, we've checked it. Terminals, and that's for more themes, basically. Terminal fun, maybe, right? Stuff you can add, and then adding a user. Install if you want it. There is no 2ZH here, so 2ZH is an alias that we have, but you can easily go to this thing. This thing will work. Apply ZSH, reset as a set as HRC. We'll have to look into that, because resetting should be on Garuda if it has it, right? I have to check. If you're on EndeavourOS, you want maybe to get the ZSH RC from the original distro, right? So we'll see how we can improve all of these things. We have to think about all that. Voila, had a little bit of fun. Now you know what we're doing, how it fits all together. It's actually all part of the idea that, there it comes, it's gonna say it again, it's all ArcoLinux, right? I did put it twice in there. Exit, yes, save. Et voila. Gone again. And here's the terminal fun. So restart ATT, let's have a look. Terminal fun, it's gone now. And now we can add this and that, and then that and that. Voila. And Control T. There it is. And it's gone again. There's so many things. Like the color scripts is always a surprise. We've put the random, we've put the random in there. So Control T, voila. Let's kill all of you. And then Control T, super Q, 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 Control T, super Q. So each time it's something else. If you like that kind of thing, you have it. All right, have fun. Cheers.